Today, we're diving deep into one of the most creative and energetic personality types out there, the ENFP. We're going to look at what makes them tick, where they absolutely shine, and most importantly, how to harness their pretty unique superpowers. So let's just start with a few quick questions. Does it ever feel like your brain is just always on? Constantly buzzing with new ideas, new plans, and a million different possibilities, like it just never takes a break?
And how about this one? You hear about some amazing new project or this fascinating concept, and you are 100% in. Your energy is just through the roof. But then, maybe just as quickly, that excitement kind of fades, and you're already on the hunt for the next new thing.
Does your life ever feel like a museum of brilliant beginnings? You're absolutely fantastic at starting things, but actually seeing them all the way through to the very end, well, that can feel like a real struggle.
If you've been sitting there nodding along thinking, yep, that's me, then you are definitely in the right place. These experiences are pretty much the classic signature of a personality type we call the ENFP.
Okay, so let's get into it. It's time to put a name and a real framework to this whirlwind of creative energy. Let's officially meet the ENFP, who is also known as the campaigner. So the ENFP is one of 16 distinct personality types. And they get that nickname, the campaigner or the inspirer, because they are fundamentally driven by connecting with people and exploring all these incredible new possibilities. They just bring a spark of life and motivation to pretty much any group they're in. So what do all those letters actually mean? Well, let's break it down. The E is for extrovert. They get their energy from being around other people. N stands for intuition, meaning they're way more focused on big ideas and what could be, rather than just the nitty-gritty details of right now. F is for feeling. They tend to make decisions with their heart based on their values and emotions. And finally, P is for perceiving. They absolutely love freedom and flexibility, and they really, really don't like being boxed in by a bunch of strict rules.
I absolutely love this metaphor because it just captures the essence of the ENFP so perfectly. Their mind literally ignites with these brilliant, colorful ideas that just light up the whole sky. But just like fireworks, that intense spark can fade away just as quickly, which really gets to the heart of their central challenge, maintaining that focus.
And this whole fireworks thing, well, it creates a really unique set of strengths and challenges. It's like a two-sided coin. You're about to see how their greatest strengths are often just the flip side of their biggest struggles. So on one side, you have this incredible creative spark. They are energetic, fantastic communicators, and they understand people on a really deep level. But the other side of that, well, the same drive for newness that makes them so creative is also what causes them to lose focus. That deep well of emotion that helps them connect with people can also lead to overthinking or being overly emotional. And their amazing ability to see potential everywhere, which makes them such inspiring leaders, that's the very reason they start 100 things and sometimes struggle to finish even one. So with this unique profile in mind, where do ENFPs actually thrive out in the real world? Let's take a look at the kinds of environments where they really shine and the ones that just tend to drain all their energy. They absolutely shine in roles that value creativity, human connection, and fresh ideas. Seriously, any career that involves inspiring other people, communicating a big vision, or exploring new frontiers is just a natural fit. That's why you so often find them as entrepreneurs, artists, teachers, or in any role where they can really connect with a sense of purpose. Now, on the flip side, environments that are super structured, repetitive, or isolating, they're just incredibly draining for an ENFP. Strict rules, no creative freedom, and just boring, monotonous tasks will snuff out their natural spark so fast and leave them feeling completely stuck. So, this is the big question, right? How does an ENFP take all this incredible potential and actually harness it without getting lost in all the creative chaos? Well, it really all comes down to having a clear roadmap for growth. Okay, so first things first, practice finishing. Just pick one project and commit to seeing it all the way through to build up that completion muscle. Second, break those huge dreams down into small, manageable goals. You don't get overwhelmed. Third, build discipline with simple routines. This doesn't kill creativity, I promise. It actually gives it the structure it needs to really flourish. And finally, focus that energy. This means learning to say no sometimes so you can give a really powerful yes to the projects that truly, truly matter. And really, it all boils down to this simple but powerful equation. For an ENFP, a dream all by itself is just another one of those beautiful fireworks. It's amazing, but it disappears in a flash. It's the action part that turns that fleeting idea into real, lasting success. So I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. What if you stopped seeing your boundless creative energy as some kind of problem that you have to manage, and instead you started seeing it as the superpower it truly is? If you really believed that, what is the one dream that you would finally take action on starting today?
एक कदम विकसित भारत की ओर।